What's up, everybody? Noah Kisser back here for one of my favorite videos to film throughout the entire year, and that is the best movies of 2018, but my personal favorite movies. These are the ones that I had the most fun watching, or that I just love the most, that I go back to the most, and we're going to have some honorable mentions. We have Avengers Infinity War. Just didn't make the cut. Never going back. That was a A24 Lionsgate film about these two girls who are trying to get money to go on a trip. And I found it hilarious, so much fun, great coming-of-age story. Delirium was a Topher Grace horror movie straight to DVD put out by Universal, which I loved. Trying to get myself a copy of that. Won't You Be My Neighbor, the Mr. Rogers documentary, just didn't crack the top 10. But I do have an honorable mention that I do own. This is a very unpopular opinion, but do I care about opinions? No. This is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I loved this movie. I had so much fun with it in the theater. Was it stupid? Yeah, but I want stupid. I want to see dinosaurs just chasing people and I don't want to say jump scares, but just surprise you. And everyone in my theater had a great time. But a lot of other people didn't like the film. This is just one of my personal favorite movies of the year. If it's not one of yours, I completely understand why, but this is a honorable mention. Number 10 is a movie that did go to theaters for a very limited amount of time. And I personally love this movie because of the premise. And it's one of the bloodiest movies I have ever seen. Well, that isn't a horror movie. This is a revenge action movie. That is Revenge. Revenge was put out by Shudder, Neon, and Universal. This was a limited theater release, but came to DVD very, very shortly afterwards. And this movie is just so great. About this woman who was raped by these two guys and is chased off or she goes to a cliff to try and get away from him. And the guy pushes her down and she goes through like a tree right here. Oh, you like my Golden Girl shirt? Goes through a tree right here. Somehow she miraculously is alive still. And she's just going and killing these guys. This is a bloody movie. If you like blood and just over-the-top violence and an unbelievable premise, kind of like a Fast and Furious movie, but rated R and nothing to do with cars, this is the movie for you. Revenge is a lot of fun for me, and I loved it. Number 9 is a movie I saw this summer, and I went back to see it 3 times in theaters, and I personally loved this movie. A lot of people liked the movie, but they didn't love it. I loved it. I'm a big Anne Hathaway fan. I'm a big Sandra Bullock fan. Big Cate Blanchett, but also I'm a big Helena Bonham Carter fan. That's Ocean's 8. I loved Ocean's 8. This is a movie I'm going to be going back and watching tons of times throughout the next few years and for the rest of my life. This is a great film where it caught me off guard with a little twist they did. But there was one gripe I had about this movie, and that's why it's not higher on the list. And it's not the length of the film. It's an hour and 50 minutes. But the one gripe I had about this film was I wanted to see more. I wanted to see what they actually did to get the rest of those, whatever they were. I know what they are, but if you haven't seen the movie yet, go back and watch it. Number 8 is Deadpool 2. This is a movie that I love. I have not seen Once Upon a Deadpool yet. That's coming to Blu-ray, I think maybe March? Just the PG-13 version of Deadpool 2. Nothing much. It has like 15 minutes of Fred Savage and Deadpool in it, but it's just a lot of cut out stuff. This is the cut, or this is the version to watch. I have not seen, what's it called, the super duper cut yet, I haven't seen that yet. I'm hoping to very, very soon, and you'll get a review for that in 2019. If you want to see my original review of Deadpool 2, I do have it up. Number 7, I do not own because it is not on DVD or Blu-ray yet, not until February 19th, and that is A Star is Born. Lady Gaga should win Best Actress. Bradley Cooper should win or be nominated at the Oscars for Best Director and maybe Best Actor. But Shallow should definitely win Best Song. If not, it should be Where the Lost Things Go. If that's the name of the song from Mary Poppins. Where the Lost Things Go is just a great song. Number 6 is a very unpopular opinion. And that is going to be Venom. Venom is a movie that I thought was going to be garbage. I had no expectations for it. I walked into the theater. It started and I'm like, wow, this is fun. And throughout the whole movie, it got better and better and better for me. You people who hate this movie, fine, hate it. Hate me for liking it, but all film is subjective. I think Venom is my favorite comic book movie of the year. He isn't a superhero, but he's also not a villain. He's just an anti-hero. He's kind of like Deadpool. Tom Hardy did a great job in here. I love the Eminem song, Venom. I actually have that on my MP3 player. But Venom, I thought, was a great film. It does have a lot of credits. The actual movie credits, end credits, start at 1 hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. A little bit short. Could have gotten a little bit more out of it, but it's okay. We are getting a Venom 2 because this made just about $850 million in the worldwide box office. That is crazy to even think that. Venom is number 6. Number 5, I do not own a physical copy, but I own a digital copy of this, and that is Love, Simon. I did not read the book. I read the sequel to it, Leah on the Offbeat, but Simon and Leah in this film, just an amazing movie. Made me laugh, made me tear up a number of times. If you don't know what's coming, like if you don't really know what's coming, it'll hit you like a ton of bricks. It's all about Simon. Nobody knows he's gay, and he's trying to keep it that way, but then somebody leaks out his secret, and he's trying to find out who it is, and it's just an amazing movie. Great romance, but great comedy in there. Great rom-dramedy. Rom-dramedy. There you go. Number 4 is the Leslie Mann, Ike Barinholtz, and John Cena movie, Blockers. I knew this was going to be on my top 10 list. Even when I first saw it in theaters, this is just an amazing movie. I loved everything about this movie. Do all the jokes hit? No, but a good 90% of them hit with me. Seeing this in a theater with a bunch of people was the best way to see it. If you're just going to sit down and watch it for the first time by yourself, that's not a good idea. You should get a bunch of your friends together, get a bunch of family members, friends around who are able to see this movie, who are of age to see this movie or are allowed to see this movie, and definitely watch it. You'll have a fun time laughing at the things. When they're laughing, it makes the jokes funnier. But since I'm a John Cena fan, it's nice to see him doing well in movies. I have not seen Bumblebee yet. You'll get a review for that in 2019. My theater does not have it. And the movie I'm seeing tomorrow is not Bumblebee. You guys will get a movie review on New Year's Day for The Mule, so stay tuned. Number 3 is a movie I saw in January. And this movie just stuck with me. Just like the first one did. And that's Paddington 2. Paddington 2 is just an amazing, fluffy family film that is so well done and so charming that it'll stay with you. If you haven't seen the first Paddington, what are you doing? Get out there, see Paddington and Paddington 2. Just have a double feature and you will be charmed out of your socks. Hugh Grant did a great job in here. Sally Hawkins does a terrific job. Way different from her Academy Award nominated role in The Shape of Water. She's not making love to a fish man or masturbating in a bathtub. So, when she's playing Mrs. Brown. Number 2 is Disney's Christopher Robin. Disney's Christopher Robin. I do not own a physical copy of this. I only own a digital copy of this. Thanks to Casher One. Shout out to you, man. Giving me the Venom digital before I got the DVD and digital for Christmas. Thank you, man, and thank you for doing all these different trades and giving me codes. I give you codes used for your channel, and you give me movies to review. Thank you. Christopher Robin. Saw this in theaters opening weekend. There was only a few people in the theater. Some people actually left my theater because they said it was too depressing. No, I found everything about this movie to be absolutely perfect. I loved this movie. I'm a Winnie the Pooh fan till the end. Winnie the Pooh was just a staple in my childhood. And seeing him come to life on the big screen with Tigger and Rabbit and Eeyore, and Piglet, and Christopher Robin coming to the big screen was just amazing. Number 1, Focus Features does it again. My third or fourth favorite movie of last year was Phantom Thread. Now that you put Focus Features on anything, I'm probably going to love it. But you also put Olivia Cooke, Anton Yelchin, and Anya Taylor-Joy in here. Anya Taylor-Joy is one of my favorite actresses of all time now. She has not given a bad performance. She hasn't been in a bad movie. She has Glass coming up soon. And I just loved everything about this movie. That's Thoroughbreds. It's a short movie. It's 92 minutes. It's a witty, unpredictable, funny movie that is twisted and just makes you think. When Anya Taylor-Joy does what she does at the end, you're supposed to... I don't know what you're supposed to feel, but I just felt like it was needed. I felt like it needed to happen. She knew that it was going to happen. The girl knew it was going to happen. I believe she told her to do it. Focus Features puts out a lot of films a year, and a lot of people hate them, but I love them. Thoroughbreds is the best movie of the year. Anya Taylor-Joy deserves more recognition. Olivia Cooke deserves more recognition. And Anton Yelchin, this was his final role, sadly. And, bro, I miss you every single day, just like I miss Paul Walker, Heath Ledger. Anton Yelchin is one of those actors that I just think about every now and again, and I'm like, his career was just starting to go through the roof. And it just was cut too short. But this is a great movie to go out on. The best movie of the year, in my opinion. My favorite movie of the year. I don't think The Mule, seeing it a second time, will make it good enough to be on top of my top 10 favorites of the year. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. A little recap. The honorable mentions were Avengers Infinity War, Never Going Back, Delirium, Won't You Be My Neighbor, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, number 10, Revenge, number 8, Ocean's 8, number 8, Deadpool 2, number 7, A Star Is Born, number 6, Venom, number 5, Love, Simon, number 4, Blockers, number 2, Paddington 2, Blockers is number 4, number 3 is Paddington 2, number 2 is Christopher Robin, and number 1 is, of course, Thoroughbreds. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you agree with me, great. If you don't, tell me why in the comments. Go and watch my worst of list. Number 1 will definitely surprise you, and it'll be a very problematic thing I did, but I feel that way. I hated that movie most. What can I say? Stay tuned for my Christmas update.